So, does that answer your question, sir?
Yep, thank you.
Yes, sir.
On the issue of rounds, number of rounds, like 3,000,
Yeah.
throwing out numbers in the thousands. That's for purposes of practicing?
Practicing plus having. During the last 8 years, the price of many common calibers of ammunition have doubled and trebled in price due to several things. The war plus the commodity price increases throughout the country. So I don't think ammo is ever going to get cheaper. So I would, anytime I can, I would buy it if I have extra money in my pocket. But yes, per weapon, you should try to have 1,000 rounds. But that being said, I'd rather have 100 rounds with 900 having been used. So training is important, practice is important, and ammo is important. But the training and practice are more important in priority than having a massive 5,000 round supply. So I'd rather have 500 rounds with 4,500 expended on training than the opposite way.
There's also another, maybe 2 quick follow-ups. One is also, these are large and heavy. If you got to get to the point where you got to go the bug out bag route, you're not taking all that stuff.
Exactly. And so then you have your vest and your carriers and your bags.
So you're taking that with the bug out bag?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got, there's ammo in different...
Which weapons are you taking with you, for you personally? You got to get the bug out bags going. Where are you going with?
I have a collection. So there's a shotgun, a rifle, and a couple handguns involved.
Oh, you're going to spread that out with your family?
Yeah, they have too.
Oh, okay. I just wanted, because you're not taking all the things.
Yes, sir?
Well, I just want to make a point that you make sure you have backups for your systems. I lost my Swiss Army knife yesterday, so if anyone sees it, let me know.
Yeah.
And I have 3 bottles of wine, which we can't open because...
For me to go to Pennsylvania, out in the, in this type of, setting,
I would
or come up here.
Do you like living down there?
I'm kind of stuck there for probably the next 6 years, but I'm preparing. I want to start preparing now.
I would try to move today, because if something happens, everybody's going to try to go to New Jersey, to Pennsylvania, upstate. No one's going anywhere. No one is going to get out of Manhattan or the tri-state area. There will be total chaos on I-95 and 684 and Jersey Turnpike and Garden State and the LIE. Could you imagine the LIE under panic? No way. I would challenge you to think about changing your life tomorrow. Think about it. What's more important, what you're doing down there, or your life and your family's life and happiness?
The other question is, someone told me that if you are trying to get out, like everyone's trying to get out,
Right.
that one strategy is to follow the electric lines, because there's no traffic there, and you would just like follow those up and you would avoid a lot of stuff. But I don't know what vehicle you could take.
Yes,
that.
it's good. Dirt bikes or four-wheelers are fantastic, but you have to be very careful. My younger brother's best friend died 20 years ago, dirt biking on the power lines, bang, hit a wire.
Wow.
So, as he was going across a road. So, yes, that's a fantastic route. Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to mention, I don't know exactly where you are, but if you're on Long Island, remember the ferries. You get out to Port Jeff, you wind up in Connecticut.
No, I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So you're on the shore in Jersey, or?
No, I'm due west, 12 miles from New York
Yeah,
City.
well then you're just going to have to be first in that traffic jam going west before you can go north.
But do you recommend I do it in Pennsylvania? Is it better that it's closer or that it's up here?
No, I would rather be further away, because think about that. If 8 million people leave Manhattan, they're going to head to Pennsylvania and everywhere else. So I would try to be further away than what you think the radius is of their departure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and one other question. I also was told that the electric grid or whatever they call it might go down, so if you need to have an old vehicle that's totally not computer driven, because it might not work.
Right, well, what it's called, the people are concerned about what's called EMP, or an electromagnetic pulse or burst, and that could take out the electronics in the cars. So I believe it's pre-78.
Wow.
I think it's pre-80, let's call it. Cars don't have such sophisticated electronics, and therefore, I think the theory is they can survive an EMP event. So I have, for instance, I have an antique Russian Army motorcycle with a sidecar and everything, so that's 1943 technology.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you get your bug out bags?
You build them. So you can get a backpack, I mean, you can pre-buy it on the web if you want. There are plenty of people selling them. Or you can get a backpack somewhere and have your checklist of items that are going to go into it and build them yourself. It's pretty easy. I mean, you saw the list, and
Right.
you can get a list online. There are a lot of people talking about it, and if anybody has a question later, I can be reached at devinstandard@yahoo.com. So that's DEVINSTANDARD@yahoo.com. And I have a few business cards up here as well. Are we good? Any other questions? Yes, sir?
Is Insight hiring?
For what kind of position?
Technical writing or proposal writing?
I'm not sure about writing. They're hiring engineers right now. Engineers, absolutely. Electrical and mechanical engineers, but that's not part of this discussion. So, all right, well, thank you all very much for coming.
Hey, Devin, you might want to promote your talk tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. One more thing. I'm doing a presentation tomorrow on how to outfit your weapon system. So how to dominate the darkness, how to use lights, lasers, and other fun things to make sure that you win low light encounters. What time am I on, do you know?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. That's going to be the fun one. And I have a few catalogs available and a couple of, oh, I know what I'll do. Just, let's see. Who asked a really good question? I have a couple of prizes and giveaways.
You got the nice one.
Let's see what I got. Or, tell you what, tomorrow at 9 a.m. after that presentation, I'm giving away t-shirts and some other really cool stuff. So 9 a.m. presentation tomorrow about how to outfit your weapon systems, and then I'll be giving out some t-shirts and some tactical lights.
All right.
So some people are going to win or receive for free some tactical lights worth $200, $300, $400, and $500.
Right.
Okay?
Aren't those going to be on the silent auction?
That too. I have both. I have
Oh, all right, great.
many.
So look for his items on the silent auction. They're not there yet. They'll be there later today.
Yes. Catalog?
All right.
Yes. I recall. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.